Hi everyone, welcome back to a new lesson. Today I will be talking about the Stop AAPI Hate movement. So, last year, anti-AAPI hate crimes increased 339%. Now, these forms of anti-AAPI hate crimes were visible through physical acts of violence as well as verbal microaggressions. So, what could be this cause of the massive proliferation of anti-AAPI hate crimes? Well, during the pandemic, a lot of the blame for the pandemic was placed onto the AAPI community. And this was seen through negative rhetoric used in media by political leaders. And this led to the widespread discrimination of the AAPI community. However, this anti AAPI discrimination has been deeply rooted in American history and only came to surface during the pandemic due to the usage of media and social media. So, here are just some examples of the anti AAPI discrimination that has been present in American history. So, when Chinese Americans first immigrated into the US, they were forced to pay higher taxes. In addition to this, in 1871, there was a large massacre of Chinese Americans in Los Angeles, done by white residents who were upset about the growing population of Chinese Americans. Next, in 1875, Chinese Americans were used as scapegoats for a smallpox epidemic, and because of this, all the homes in Chinatown were fumigated. In addition to this, in 1882, the Chinese Exclusion Act was put in place, which prevented Chinese Americans from immigrating into America. However, in 1917 and in 1924, more immigration acts were put in place to discriminate against other AAPI groups and AAPI immigration. In addition to this, during World War II, all Japanese Americans were forced into incarceration or concentration camps, and they were removed from their homes, their jobs, and their businesses and placed into these camps because the American government was afraid that all Japanese Americans were spies. However, during the pandemic, like I mentioned earlier, through the usage of social media and TV in general, all of this new rise in anti AAPI hate crimes was publicized. Although it didn't receive as much media attention as it deserved, this information began to be a little bit more widely spread and more accessible to the general public. So, because of this, Stop AAPI Hate, a nonprofit organization, was created. And this nonprofit organization aims to dismantle systemic racism and build a multiracial movement to end anti Asian American and Pacific Islander hate. So, recently they did a study and they discovered that 11,000 people reported anti AAPI hate acts. However, 1 in 5 actually report this type of discrimination. So that means only 20% have reported these anti AAPI hate crimes. In addition to this, 67% of Asian Americans believe that new civil rights laws must be enacted in order to keep their community safe. And last, 49% of AAPIs believe that they have experienced some sort of discrimination that has been illegal. So, as you can see, this rise in anti API hate crimes has been a large issue. And in this upcoming lesson, you will learn about the different ways that people have been advocating against this massive proliferation of anti API hate crimes. So, thank you for listening in today, and go ahead and start your next activity.